Y on the Bane, hiding behind, ready to counter-initiate.
Yeah, and this goes back to what the panel was talking about, of were they really baiting them with a Trim Protector? Was it actually really a bad pick? Did they have something prepared? Because now the Pugna's free to do the slow siege. Wait, hope that they haven't called him missing in the Nightmare before the Medusa came back.
Oh, well, here comes a charge bottom.
Oh, there we go. Yep. And it's getting quite close. There's Cuckoo. He's on level 4. He shouldn't be able to fight this too well. They did give the anti-mage the overcharge, but that's level 6 we're talking about. Xiaoba will help Xingqiu get the first blood. And it's going to be on Cuckoo. A Beastmaster's already struggling a bit. Will struggle more.
From the creep wave, that's going to be not the range creep denied, as Cuckoo will be pinged for that, but it'll at least be the range creep denied away from the AM. There's charge though, as they're going to go looking again down bottom.
Well, Cuckoo once again in trouble. They're bringing back. And is that going to be enough damage for Cuckoo? He's out of mana already. They don't have mana void just yet, but it's fine because Ame perfectly body blocked him. However, the counter initiation from the Sand King, and in fact, the Shadow Poison destroyed Xiaoba, and they might also find Ame, who will fall here. So T1, really good counter initiation here from Carl. Great rotation and much more valuable kills that they're getting. You only lost an offlaner for a mid laner and a carry.
Train though, he's pretty tough to take down. There's a big old mana void on a 23 Savage. Just a couple more auto attacks needed, and they have the kill, but Faith_Beyond will be taken down. It's going to result in 2 kills here in favor of PSG.LGD, as they will now look for the third and final one onto Zephyr. We have another charge. We'll even go underneath the tower for this. There's a Fortify to make sure that we're hitting everyone. This tower hurts early on. Zephyr is going to continue to be chased, popping the healing salve and juking the director here himself, who's going to need to be healed a bit by Xingqiu.
Of the cow inside of him. And in fact, now Faith_Beyond helping out Xingqiu. Here comes Carl, however, and he wants to get rid of the Sayo, and he will succeed. Another good rotation here for Carl.
King at really good levels. He's able to defend this tower quite actively, but this is what I mean. There's not much he can do against Faith_Beyond just spamming Nether Blast at the tower. In fact, Y is going to look to set up for a kill onto him. There's going to be the Nightmare. AM holding onto the Blink, and that's because the Spirit Cow from the Fountain finds a bash as well, and the kill even going towards Ame. And it's going to be now the tier 1 tower, pardon me, taken down.
And trying to use the Primal Roar. It's hard to catch the anti-mage otherwise. Of course, the counter spell makes it difficult. And it's actually going to be LGD who takes the initiative. Xingqiu coming in just to overcharge is the truest support play you'll find, as Carl wants to force them back. Ame trusting his support will just blink back last second. In fact, Xingqiu will go back alone, and Ame will stay here. Interesting. Right? You have relatively tanky heroes with not the biggest mana pools. Deuce is an exception. Help her out. Zephyr is the target though now. As they relocate, they just surround him from all places, but hopefully T1 can come and help him. And in fact, the Aphotic Shield will, as Y has been stuck in that Epicenter Sandstorm. He is going to die. Xingqiu is going to go back in a second. He will be able to bring the Director with him. So T1 will not get any more kills. But once again, Carl just hates Y.
Gets sent up first up to the high ground. He's going to get a little bit of healing, not too much though, as he will be taken down here. They're going to end up giving the kill here to Cuckoo, as the Triangle Expedition from LGD will not be so successful.
Say Spartan. We should start doing more things like him. Look at the high ground. He's not afraid of it. Xiaoba in the bottom lane. Demonic Purge. That's going to annoy him. He echoes sabers. He hits the creep. He at least gets one last hit. And of course, Disruption will stop that charge. Carl shot the Burrow Strike, and that's going to be enough to finish off Xiaoba.
Really good positioning by T1 as well. They're immediately positioning themselves to cut off anyone who is hoping to try and support the Director.
I mean, that SD got pretty heavily countered this game, to be honest, between the two supports. Oh, Carl, not even concerning himself right now. He knows Carl's a support murderer, and that's what he's going for. Xingqiu, little hit there from the Caustic Finale, but Xingqiu has the tether. Oh no, he got left in the low ground. Whitemon's closing in. A little bit of damage with that Mystic Coil as Xingqiu manages to relocate in time, but what's happening there, Xingqiu? What's your plan? Your plan is for your coach to come save you. Here he comes, Xiaoba the saver.
No,
oh, never mind. He's just going to be distracted. Okay, he's dead.
Space created. Oh, gets tethered to the creep wave.
We spoke too soon. Xingqiu. Oh, wow. He actually forces a Primal Roar. That's a win in a supports book. And that's so much space given to LGD as well, because they actually rotated 4 players. You managed to take an Ancient stack from the Dusa.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. What are we going to do with this space? That's always the question you have to ask. Right now, though, Ame in a bit of a rough spot. Stonegaze active. Oh, he's going to blink. Well, is technically the wrong way, but is the right way this time to make sure he was not facing 23 Savage whatsoever. That he must have been so close to that petrified distance. Is why he's not petrified at all. He's going to turn on actually Nightmare up the Dusa. In the river, they're also fighting as Faith Beyond, life draining, trying to heal back up, though will be cut down by the Shadow Poison. Back on board now as we see why trying to outrun 2 cores, but alas, Avo, he is but a mere bane. Another Nightmare, though, as he's really making them work for it. Both supports creating a lot of space, but creating a bit of farm as well for the cores of T1.
Second slower. It's like this is like the Chinese Olympic coach talking here. Oh, perfection. Oh, what a forced up by Faith Beyond. That actually will save him. And the relocate for good measure.
That's going to make this Roche a bit more awkward if they still want to fight for it. T1 very invested in this idea. They ought to be a bit careful. There goes Zhao Ba just kind of falling on in. The reload, okay, perfectly timed. That was why the reload was there, Avo. Xin-Q never makes mistakes. Reloads, they're never early and they're never late. They relocate precisely when Xin-Q expects to. It's shown there.
I mean, I would think I was Xiaoba as well, just charging at the right time, more than anything Xin-Q did, because he knew the timer was there. That said, the Roche will fall. Yeah, they even have a medallion to make it a bit faster.
Medallion, but no points in the Avernus as we've maxed out.
The silence off on any hero? No, not this game.
Zephyr. Ooh, okay, we'll be nightmared. They've caught the Wisp in the river, though, but we've already used the stun. Yule Sceptered now is going to be the Sand King. That's his own. As they're going to go back. Fiend's Grip actually onto Zephyr in the secret shop. He will perish at the cost of Faith Beyond.
Kuku, though, in trouble. Xiaoba comes in, gets the kill onto the Beastmaster, but he himself could be in trouble. They're waiting out that bulldoze and actually decide not to engage in the end as Ame. Might be a bit too scary. He's on the high ground. Oh, never mind. T1, still from the low ground, fighting this. A lot of healing for this anti-mage. They Nightmare the Dusa, and they're going for White Bond first. Get rid of that save. Is 23 Savage still in a bad position, or are they just too strong to be brought down? LGD will respect them and let them go. The ages go faster. That's true coaching thinking. And now he might be killed because of this. Yule Scepter, they have the Epi. They should have Burst Strike in a second. Oh, Xiaoba got slowed by the Epi, but not good enough. He's too good.
There he goes. All right. Alrighty there, and then not quite a full heal on the Wisp, not without the mech anyway.
He is ratted. That is the true
he's gonna fight now though. Xiaoba from behind. There's the AM TPing as well to the outpost. Primal Roar there on a Xiaoba, but only reduced here thanks to the bulldoze. Fight now breaking out. 23 Savage in the middle of the fray though with the Stone Gaze active. Will delay this a bit as the Spirit Breaker in a bad spot. No, there's gonna be the burst healing from the Wisp, but no relocate out. The mech burst though is not good enough, unfortunately, as Carl nearly picks up the kill onto Xin-Q as well, just off of the Caustic Finale alone. They do manage to at least get the Shadow Demon. So Y forced back here by the Dusa. Might be the last to fall. Faith Beyond being chased down in the meantime by Carl. Looks like Y's going to be able to take Beyond home. Carl doesn't have enough stuns or lockdown to find the kill.
Continue to take on Dragon.
This Scotty frame is going to be huge, though.
No, and there's the Fiend Script. They caught the Sand King. It's pretty good. And they do kill the Sand King. And oh, maybe not. Actually, a Meteor Hammer is going to end up finishing off Carl, but at the same time, Ame dies. So it's going to be a win for T1 overall. The Dusa wants more, but they're just a bit too slow. They don't have the cash. Xiaoba is capable of getting away until Demonic Purge comes over. What is it to do? What can he do but go invisible? They sentry him. There's going to be the relocate, so Xin-Q might just have to sacrifice himself. In fact, he's going to sacrifice Xiaoba, who has no way of getting away, and he himself will just TP, try to bamboozle them, but that was the relocate back, another relocate away. To do the job. And it's going to be Zephyr they sent back. Zephyr's going to go in.
Here it comes.
He got the Meteor Hammer.
I missed.
He missed it. Yeah, like I said, it's not really possible, but if they actually join Carl as well, they can kill Xin-Q as there's two fights happening at the same time. Xin-Q, the main target. And with a burst strike, that's going to be enough damage. They even burst them down, bringing them the picture in the mid lane. They're actually winning as well. 23 Savage just burst down Faith Beyond. Xiaoba can't really get the kill there on Kuku. He's been silenced as well the first time Whitemon gets that off. But Whitemon will have to retreat immediately. Not much you can do here. Savage nearby.
So slow.
Xiaoba got slowed down by the Mystic Snake. There's the attempt from Ahmed to fight this. But he's not going to be able to get anyone, even with a Blink Fragment, just get stopped. And now T1, they got it. They forced the enemy team back. They can't split push as much, and they actually are near the racks now. So it was overall a win, even if they can't take the racks, because they forced the anti-mage to not play his game. That is a good question. I have no clue.
Because that would be kind of funny. Because the way Mystic Snake works is that it doesn't go off cooldown until the snake returns, I believe. So you just wouldn't have another snake. Oh, well, and we're not going to have a Y. Oh, good point.
Yeah, Y. Okay, they're going to be able to take the Rax though and bring Y down at the same time. It's not, I mean, not strong enough. And the Primal Roar hits him. There's no bulldoze just yet. The Nightmare, they still set up with another stun. Again, 23 Savage just blinking forward and trying to go for the kill here on the enemy mid laner. Not going to find it though. This time he's a bit too tanky. He's needs to be forced into safety. They are losing bottom. This push from the IO Anti-Mage working well for them as those blink fragments are actually being used here just to push the towers. Carl?
One Carl.
They do. Mana Void to stun him. He went for the Mana Void talent, which means Carl is actually a possible kill for them. And they will get him down. Cuckoo as well. They're only concentrating objectives though. Deuce is a bit too slow. There's Carl coming back in. Good counterspell. Syncue might be just left behind. Nope. He has a good tether.
Wow.
That blink fragment. That's actually so useful for vision. Honestly, that Axe has turned out really well this game for now. As Xiaobao just going in. He has a silver just well. Wants to get the kill onto the Shadow Demon, but that's a bit crazy. Another strike on top of that. Needs to get it at least. And now will he charge away? No, he will die. But in exchange, they did take the Rax down bottom, so it's more of a distraction there. Plus a kill he got there. Oh my goodness. He knows his role. He's just bait. Does he still have too much save? No.
I'd say probably Spirit Breaker.
He already got one, no?
No, doesn't have one yet, but there it goes onto Zephyr.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Look at the status just on the Bulldoze. He's going to get through Zephyr before Disruption come through. There's the Primal Roar now, as they will get through that Bulldoze duration. Carl sets up a beautiful two-man stun. Why, though? Always frozen solid, unfortunately, does now finally, just for a second, get off the Fiend's Grip. Is that going to be enough? Because AM's already on top of 23 Savage and has burned through all the mana. Huge mana void. And down goes 23 Savage. It's a buyback from Zephyr, but he's not there in time, Avo. And now he is going to be life drained to death. The cores of T1 and are straight onto the high ground.
All right, another charge. He does get turned to stone this time, but they're not as scared any longer. They continue to split push. I mean, it is the mid lane that you're pushing, so it's probably the hardest objectives here for LGD. They're just looking for the opportunity. They go for 23 Savage. Once again, Mana Void is off cooldown. They want to attack him, but he's back to full mana again. Blink Fragments used. Ame could be in trouble. They're trying to get another strike off. He's been disarmed. Xiaoba doesn't want to get caught here. Burst Strike. Xiaoba in trouble. He did buy back. Doesn't want to force a dive back, but they save with a relocate. Director can't die here, and they'll make sure to save him that way. Of course, Syncue will be coming back here. T1 setting up again.
Classic misdirect there. Little M. Night Shyamalan twist. Oh, you thought he was going to die? Absolutely not. He gets out unscathed thanks to Jin Q. You know, maybe that one's never been picked up in a pro game. We'll see.
All right, go for the Roche here. MKB on the AM is now just taken super quickly. You get the Axe for Xiaoba. The Bane,
at least the Bane. He's got Telescope, he's got Aether Lens. Oh, and in fact, with all that cast range, Carl will make the jump onto him. That was an Epicenter used.
Can they
disarms as well as plenty of Blink Fragments thrown down. As unfortunately, they've caught a fake AM, but they'll Meteor Ham it all the same.
At this point, it's just a fight of the AMs against the AMs. The real AMs, the fake AMs. It's all illusions. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. He's just going into the face. He wants to kill the Shadow Demon, and he'll get it. And he's actually getting away with his life. They kill Savage in the back. The distraction by Xiaoba is too good. And this man, he's okay to die. He still has the Aegis. Super calm. He knew this was calculated. Yule Scepter will do nothing. Xiaoba still alive. They need damage. Medusa's not here. You're right. She has no buyback. He goes in for a small charge. A wee charge for Whitemon. And that might just be enough to force him back to base as they're pushing down your towers. Is this going to be it for T1? Yeah. You can't escape the grasp of the cow. They're going to bring down everyone. They don't have buyback on the Sand King either.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Xiaoba, he might be playing a cow, but your ass is very much grass this game, and as he goes right on into Cuckoo, the buyback's triggered, though. 23 all of a sudden with buyback, though, may have surprised him here, but the Ancient Exposed, Stone Gaze is out, and that will actually force PSG.LGD back a bit, as there goes the charge by Xiaoba right in onto Cuckoo. He still has Aegis, but so tanky to get through now. Whitemon as well, trying to keep everyone Aphotic shielded up, but they're right back on the 23, and they've got through all of his mana. He can't get any attacks off, still alive, but another bash, and down he will go.